Her Excellency Clotilde Gasarabwe has served as the first UN Assistant Secretary General for Safety and Security since April 2011. Prior to her current position, she has served as resident coordinator of UNDP in Mali, Guinea, Djibouti, and as deputy resident of representative in Benin. She began her career at the UN in 1991 and held various positions within the UNDP in New York, including Chief of Division and Interim of Eastern and Central Africa. Born in Rwanda, Gasarabwe holds a master's degree in economics from the University of Burundi, as well as a master's degree in management and business administration from the Holt International Business School in Boston, Massachusetts. It is fitting that Rwanda is leading the security efforts in Rwanda, and it's a privilege to have one of the highest ranking Rwandan at the UN ever with us to commemorate the genocide against Tutsis. Please welcome Your Excellency.
Friends of Rwanda and fellow citizens, today we're commemorating something special. When I was given an award, I'm going to say something not of comfort. I said, it's not easy to comfort and to remember what happened in Rwanda in 1994, but still, we have to commemorate life and move on. The commemoration of genocide against Tutsi, as we strive for self-reliance, is something special today. When I was called, I was thinking, as an international civil servant of United Nations, and having experienced myself the genocide of Rwanda, being a Rwanda citizen, experienced this debate in the UN was painful. But again, I thought, maybe there is a reason of something. Maybe there is a reason to be there. Maybe there is a reason to remind others that never again. Then I went back to the UN's charter. This small book I carry with me always. And this book was written, as you know, on 26 June 1945 in San Francisco, where all nations gathered to say never again after the Second War. And we thought it's true that this UN Charter, which is saying beautiful words, maybe will be respected by all nations. Today we're 194 nations gathered in this, what we call United Nations. And we think that we can respect this charter, and we can always remind ourselves that we can preserve this world against horrible events and stories of genocide. When I was recalling some of the words of UN Charter, just allow me to share some of these words. We, the people of the United Nations, determined to save, succeeding from the scourge of war, which twice in our lifetime has brought untold sorrow to mankind, and to reaffirm faith in fundamental human rights, in the dignity and the worth of human person, in the equal right of men and women, of nations, large and small, and to practice tolerance and live together in peace with one another as good neighbors, and to unite our strength to maintain international peace and security. 49 years later, after the nation gathered and the signature of the UN Charter in San Francisco, what happened? Intolerance, hate, and dignity of humankind, terrible violation of human rights in a world, genocide against Tutsi in Rwanda. Tested to the limit is one of the books which touched me from one of survival. Kukindiho is another one. Those are the words of some of our beloved friends who survived genocide. As we remember what happened in Rwanda 19 years ago, as we remember our beloved ones who passed away, let's not forget them, cherish them, but celebrate life, celebrate resilience, celebrate life. Celebration of life is waking up in the morning and say, I'm still alive. What a gift, what a privilege to live again. Today, despite genocide, despite threat, extremism, crime, civil war, natural disaster, armed groups, today we are alive. Some of us survived, and we're still wondering why we survived. Quick in the hope. Celebration comes after understanding what you went through, desolation, depression, but you overcome. Getting ready to live again. I think you tell us your story. It was very touching. Rewind, move on. Savor the meaning of life. Do not postpone your hopes and dreams. The pain of losing the beloved ones and the grief of loss is not an easy one. And as we remember the pain and the loss, we do also remember that the best remedy for easing the pain is time. Time is the salve that helps close the wound. However, there is no medicine available that will remove the scar. This is because if the scar is erased, it will take without the memory. Pain of loss, the beloved ones, it hurts. Face your feeling, nothing you can do will change the past. The sun will rise tomorrow, and you must find a way to rise with it. Move on, because life must go on. However, move on emotionally only when you know you're ready. The pain is not here forever. Tenderness, loving memories begin to fill the emptiness memories, and mental visits become more pleasant than upsetting. Life does go on, concentrate on the legacy of your loved one has left behind. A legacy of love, a legacy of love, and the particular of his or her life are yours to remember, to cherish, and to keep alive. Don't turn off. Don't off the light in your memory. Don't turn light on your mother. Don't turn light of your sister and brothers. That represents a life because it is no longer here. Let's shine on forever and remember them. Use this time to go and to focus on your own legacy. And consider what you may somebody leave behind for others. Realize that your action today are what will be remembered tomorrow. You are the author of your story, of your life, and make it a bestseller. I just want to finish with one book which really moved me a lot, which is called Live Your Dash, Make Every Moment Matter. It's written by Alice Linda. And when she just read this, I was just thinking that these words and this are so powerful because it just reminds us, rewind. Today, I closed my eyes and listened as the waves made the sound on the shore, and slowly a feeling embraced me, as though I'd never heard them before. I let the world go as I sat by the water. Of every sense, I was fully aware. I felt the breeze from the ocean as I entered my lungs, and the randomly slow blew through my hair. In my mind, I erased the duties and tasks through my days I'm expected to do for I'm finally realizing this about life. Such moments are fleeting and few. But what if technology were so advanced, we could use it to move through life, to fast forward through the sadness and scroll over struggles and strife. We could pause all the wonderful moment and hit play again and again, and well out the rewind button, going back to wherever we'd been. The restore key could bring back loved ones or repel a winter flower. And we could use the insert button to put more minutes in each hour. We could backspace over our mistake, save each memory as a file, click delete for each and every tear, and screen capture every smile. But life has no rewind button, and we cannot save each day. There's no pause to stop the time from slowly fading away. So until there is a key on my keyboard that reads, repeat this day once more, I will slow down and live my life in the now, like I've never, ever lived it before. That's the joy of celebrating life. We're mourning, but we are celebrating life. You're so beautiful, Rwanda is rising, so we should celebrate life. Just to finish, maybe on my personal note, when I was accorded to this duty as Assistant Secretary General for Safety and Security, and having served in some of the complex situations, one memory goes back when I was in one of the duty stations, and we experienced the evacuation of our staff. And things were becoming very tough. Insecurity was everywhere. There was shooting everywhere. And when we came and we were just putting our stuff in a plane, I came back, I slowed down, and I went back to the airport. I saw a gathering of young children who were calling my name and saying, Baranga, are you leaving us? My memory was Rwanda, when everybody was leaving Rwanda and there was genocide. And I told them, I say, I'm a Rwandese. I can never, never let you down, and I will stay here. And I fight, and the whole thing went way down years later. So I feel like it's a privilege to be a Rwandese, experience what we do in this position. Because wherever I go, I keep saying, don't repeat the horrible stuff to genocide in Rwanda. Yet to the leader of the world you will meet, please do not perpetrate hate among your citizens. Do not divide for power. Be good leaders and leave a good legacy when you step down, and be proud of the way you have led your nation. I share this moment as multi-values, but also as a Rwanda citizen who live and wish day by day that security and the peace should prevail. It's a wish, but realizing that reality is something else. Today we are challenged around the world by the threat of extremism, by the threat of civil war, by the threat of high criminality, by the threat of forgetting the values of UN Charter, tolerance and peace. But we shall overcome, and thank you so much.